Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? This Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. New to the channel, as always, please subscribe to the channel. You're about to get some very good content. And if you old to the channel, Couch Crew, you already know the vibes, man. I'm here with the family as always. And we about to hit y'all with a quick and easy tier list. Y'all know, I might as well be one of the masters of the tier list, but y'all know the family is about to drop some good knowledge on y'all, man. I got my guy Rage Man Reg in the building. Talk to the people, man. Tell them where to find you at.
Raise Man Reg on all platforms, YouTube, where we cover sports, gaming, world news, and all. Instagram, all platforms. Check me out on there, man. Glad to be here.
Hey man, we got Influential Sports in the building. Ed, tell the people where they can find your content at, man.
Channel Influential Sports, talk about sports and from time to time. And Instagram, Switchblade Ed, follow me there.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. And last but certainly not least, we got the OG in the building, expert level wrestling, aka Afi Kingdom in the building. OG, talk to the people, man. I know you got a lot to plug in. Tell the people what's going on right now.
This is the ghost from the clouds right now. Love of wrestling. Go ahead and follow me and subscribe to my channel. I have different things, so make sure you go through the channel because I got panels on there. I got little mini movies on there, playlists. I got shorts over there, a lot of collaborations, a lot of predictions, and yeah, so you want to check it out. And then I also got like live events that I've been to and belts. So you gotta, if you like any of those things, come over there. So you just if you don't like none of that shit, you can just come look for the belts or whatever. So expert level wrestling.
Bet, 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 bet. So today, like I said, we got a tier list for you. And I was really thinking about this for some time. And I was thinking about all the signings that WWE had, in the most recent years. I was gonna just do 2024, 2025, but I said, I want to talk about the Jade Cargill signing. I want to talk about, the Motor City Machine Guns. So we doing a couple of years, and even the people who was already on WWE and came back, I want to talk about, what grade we would give them, since they've been around for some time. So we're gonna do this tier list ranking. Everybody gonna go with their turn, put them in the ranking that they want to put them and explain why. And if someone has a disagreement, they can disagree. But if you agree, then let it be. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all subscribe to everybody on the family, and we about to drop some knowledge for y'all. But since OG is here, I want OG to kick us off with his first pick. Out of the litter of the WWE recent signings, and where would you rank whoever you want to choose?
Stephanie, Vakir, A plus. She a star. She got the look. She got the move set. She don't need the promo because her sexiness is a part of her character. Let's just use an example. Lola Vice is sexy and hot, but she's not sexy the same way Stephanie is. Stephanie is more seductress. She's like the vampire fucking queen and shit. Lola just like a hot one that you want to hit after the club. So Stephanie is definitely a star, and I put her A plus. I wasn't even ready for her to drop the title, but eh, things are what they are. But at the same time, I wasn't pissed about it either. It didn't ruin my night because I know where she's going. You feel me? Which is to the main roster. So Stephanie is the number one pick out of all of them.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I was going to put her there if I would have went for show. I mean, she is having a better time than the other person that got signed at the same time as her. I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm sure one of y'all might get to that before I do. My
And real
dog
quick,
F.
real quick. I know you think you talking about the G word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte's a bitch, bro. Like I'm noticing she
Mm.
she don't be no selling to women she be jealous of, bro.
She definitely did no sell that. Niggas was making excuses in the comment section. Nah, she
Nah,
no
she been
sell
doing that
that, bro.
when women come in getting a lot of attention. She knows sells them, bro. That's some typical narcissist shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure. Ooh, influential sports. Who you got, man?
But I'm Mariah May. See, I know this one gonna cause some controversy, but I think Mariah May peaked in AEW. Like I really don't see her doing much of anything. Like if she and the rumor is she's going straight to NXT, so she's just gonna be a bunch around like four other different blonde women, Ivy Dame and Rizzo. Like, what's really the difference between them? Okay, she won a world championship, but I don't really see that world title reign being much anything. I don't think her signing will hold back somebody like a Jada Parker. I just don't see it.
Mm. Oh, by the way, y'all, I wanted to mention some of these people is obviously a caveat. Like Mariah May, it's not official till I see it, even though we got the reports. And Joe Hendry, he's not official, but we know where he's going. The LFG winners, I mean, they're not technically signings, but since they came from LFG to, NXT, they're gonna come, at least, both of them are gonna be on NXT exclusively. And then we threw in a dark state because they came out of nowhere, quote unquote. And some people obviously was in the WWE and came, I mean, outside of WWE, like AEW and came back. So I don't want y'all to be, getting y'all niggas think y'all know everything and y'all got to be super duper precise because y'all got OCD. But we just making it fun. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
anybody else got a comment on the Mariah May situation?
and I gotta disagree with you, bro. She was going bar for bar with Tony Storm, bro. She goes to an A too. She's the blonde that's gonna pass up the other blondes, bro. They're gonna move those to the side for a former AEW champion, and it's a way to rub AEW wrong way. Look what we'll do with your top star. She's going up, bro. She ain't probably even gonna go to NXT. So I disagree, bro. I think that she's an A, bro. That's a good signing. I don't think she's gonna flounder at all. At all.
Rage,
Person.
before you go, Rage, I'm in the middle because on one end, if she went to the main roster, she was so good in AEW that I think she should stay in AEW because I don't see a world where they don't look at her, they look at her and they put her over Tiffany Stratton. Not saying she's better than Tiffany Stratton, but I don't think
Oh yeah, she is better than Tiffany Stratton, bro.
they're not gonna make them be able to coexist, I don't think. I think Mariah May is gonna go straight to NXT, and I think low key she might have an Ethan Page type of run where as soon as she get there, she'll get the belt off of JC Jane. That's what I think they're gonna do. I think she's going to NXT for sure. But I agree with Ed though. I think she shouldn't go to WWE at all because AEW gave you the belt so early. Tony Khan believed in you. Why would you go to WWE where it's very possible that you shit. Jordan Grace didn't get the belt. She was on NXT. Mariah May don't gotta get the belt because she was already established in AEW. That's why they didn't give Jordan Grace the belt because she was just TNA champion. So she just had her little runs to get the ring rust and go to the main roster. Mariah May might not be in NXT for long, but she might not get the belt either, low key.
True.
And let me say this: if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I have no problem with that. We just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
Hmm.
Me, I know that I said I was gonna watch was it Full Gear?
Double or nothing.
Double Nothing. I know I said, bro, like it was on a Sunday and Battleground was Sunday too, and I fell asleep. Like it was a lot of stuff going on Sunday. Like I'm gonna watch AEW, man. I kind of couldn't. It was a time conflict Sunday, so I couldn't get into it. So as far as Mariah May, I'm gonna just lean in on the middle side because I see where all y'all coming from. I can see WWE using her just like they do in a Ricky Starks or Ethan Page way, like, hey, we gonna max out your star.
Mm.
But at the same time, at risk, they just got rid of people for their reason to put them on the main roster. I don't. I mean, yeah. So I'm optimistic, but I'll put it at C right now.
With that being said, who you got, Rage?
I am going to mm, give me, man. Put Penta at the C, man. Put Penta at the C. Uh, ever since
Oh,
his debut, ever since his debut, like I think it was like maybe on the second or third episode of the Netflix on Raw, his week by week, his momentum has going down. Now, I agree that I agree with the notion that everybody don't need to be on an undefeated streak to get momentum, but he is in mid card jobber purgatory. Like same thing in AEW. Like he in the same spot. I guess he in a better spot now in WWE. For the more people who watch AEW more, but he's he first he's losing to Penn Balor. He's been pinned by Penn Balor several times. He's been pinned like his loss, like it's his losses. They're not big losses. They're not significant losses. They're filler losses, and that matters. That shows that there's no investment. You're just there. Like his first loss I think was the night after WrestleMania against Dominic. He got pinned by Dominic, and Dominic was cool at that time himself. So you're trying to heat back Dominic up at the expense of somebody that just debuted. And then we got so many. Yeah, he got a look. He has a look, a different look from the typical luchador that we see in WWE. But I don't. And he got a saying and I guess a taunt, but I don't know what that. I know what it means literally, but well, what's the why to him? And then you got him damn near breaking Chad Gable's neck on Monday with a. That's not even a move. Like what he was trying, literally is not even a move. So I can't like you can't like you could take the guy out the mid card, but you can't take the mid card out the guy, bro. I just see him being in mid card purgatory for his entire WWE stay. So Penta for a C.
I disagree. I was gonna put him an A if I would have got to him. Because he is never meant to be a main eventer. Realistically, if it wasn't for Tony Khan holding Ray Phoenix, they was gonna come in as a tag team anyway. And for the audible that they called, I would argue that they made a good decision because he is the only person on the mask besides Rey Mysterio that's over in WWE right now. All the rest of them niggas, including his brother, is really not like that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Penta, even though I didn't have high expectations of him becoming a world champion or nothing, but for what he's been given, I think he's been doing a good job, and I think he's a person who don't need a belt necessarily. And for him, losses I don't think hurts him as bad as his brother. I think his brother's suffered, even his brother ain't even suffered great losses, but he's already in Dragon League territory for me. Like, at Worlds Collide, that nigga's not gonna win. So, like, he's gonna keep losing. But Penta has gotten wins that at least mean something. You know, like, he qualified for Money in the Bank. His brother ain't qualified for Money in the Bank. So that's why I'll put Penta as an A. I think he's a solid mid-carder who will be a mid-card champion eventually.
Let
I
me
would,
ask
I
you.
would,
Let me ask you this, Couch. You don't think when well, I could be. The thing is what's in the air is I don't know how frequent this triple A shit gonna be, or are they gonna
mm,
have their own shit on on Peacock too? I don't know, but with that acquisition, do you think that they can kind of like you know how certain people are like superstars when they go back home? Like, do you think they can book him like he's like a top triple A champion type guy? And when they're doing shit over there, and he can come over here as that, but obviously triple A isn't the WWE title, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he above that. I
he's
think
already been there before.
somebody like Andrade or Santos Escobar would benefit more from that than him. I think he's in a solid position because Andrade not even on the World's Goliath card. So that already let me know everything I need to know. I think somebody like one of them, they'll probably benefit more from that
Yeah,
shit.
because Penn's already been a champion in AAA. But I think as far as the WWE run goes, I would have put that at B. I think it's been good so far. I mean, he was in the Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania. He just qualified for the Money in the Bank. They're doing good stuff with him.
With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all. I got one for A and one for F. Which one y'all want me to go for?
Go for the A.
Yeah, because I think I know who you're talking about for F. I think I want
Okay.
F.
So I'm gonna go with somebody who I didn't like at all when he came to WWE, but he definitely proved me wrong. He not one of my favorites. I'm gonna go with Ethan Page. And this is why people could say what they want. This man was wrestling for 20 years. I didn't even know he was in AEW. I'm not gonna lie. This man in WWE, he was, if I'm not besides like Lexus King and people like that, he was the first of significance from AEW to go straight to NXT, win the NXT championship, beat Trick Williams, have these crazy matches building up. He helped build Trick Williams during the second run, the second time around. It wasn't for Ethan Page, Trick Williams wouldn't be where he is now because that first run was a little iffy. But when they ran it back and Ethan Page had that feud with Trick Williams and then Trick Williams got it, I think that was when he really like took off even more. So and now Ethan Page is North American champion, just beating another AEW alumni. So I think they're very high on Ethan Page. And I think you got to have guys that are backup guys to replace certain archetypes because the Miz is going to be gone sooner or later. You need a guy that's going to fill that slot, and Grayson Waller is not that guy right now. I think Ethan Page is going to be that guy to fill that asshole snarky type of slot. So I'm rocking with Ethan Page, me personally, and it's a in comparison to where he is NXT, obviously not compared to the main roster.
I agree with that. He helping build Devon Evans too. I'm excited to
Hmm
see where they go with that because they've been telling that story for a little minute. So I definitely got to agree there.
I would say a B for him, bro, because I like him, but if I'm in the bathroom taking a shit, I'm not rushing out. When I get back to the team, I'm not gonna rewind it back either. I'm just gonna pick up where they fucking left off.
Yeah, I agree with all y'all, but I'm agree with OG with a B. I definitely think that I'm gonna give him credit to because I'm gonna give him a little credit. It's crazy. I'm gonna put him as a catalyst to because this he came there before the partnership between TNA and WWE. Like at, AEW guy was really the catalyst of that because he was the champion, and then when Joe Hendry came in, it was him who was the NXT champion. So I'm gonna put he was the top heel. He was the champ around that time when that first came out. That partnership came about. Uh, he built up Trick. He built up Trick. He built up Trick. He built up Javon Evans. I do think, as far as what OG said, I do think he is a bit on the promos. I do think he a good heel. He don't got the Miz though. He just I do like I have grown to like him. I had no idea. Again, I don't watch the AEW, but I for sure didn't even know until somebody said he was an AEW guy. I would have thought he came from the Indies.
Facts.
But he's good. I can see the experience, but he's still a little bland. I can't put him on the Miz role though. Like I see what you're saying, but he is a little bland. But I like him. I like him. I give him a B for sure. I agree with that.
Oh, G, we back to you. Who you got?
um, I got Joe Hendry, bro. Hey, um, I wasn't even a Joe Hendry fan, but it's like he's put the work in to build his brand, and you have to give people their flowers for that. And so with WWE, all they got to do with him is nothing, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
All they got to do with him is nothing. He comes as himself, and he gets over. They don't have to
Mm.
change his name. They don't have to tweak his character. Hey,
Yeah, once his contract up, he definitely going to WWE. I probably would have put it. I probably would have put Joe Hendry in B, just because Joe Hendry is great. I like Joe Hendry, but the WrestleMania moment, the moment itself is cool, but the match was kind of short. Obviously, short notice and stuff like that, which doesn't really help. But I would have put him in B just based off that alone. But he's been doing some great stuff with WWE.
I agree. I'm gonna give him a B. I was never the biggest Joe Hendry fan because to me he's the theme song. But when I actually watched his segments is actually pretty good. But I still got to see a match that'll make me like run that Joe Hendry match. I haven't seen that yet, but that's because I don't watch TNA that often, so I ain't gonna go too harsh. But I'll definitely give him a B as well because his transition he not even official yet on WWE is way better than Jordan Grace's transition, which I hope we get to her before we end the video because I'll leave it at that. Ray, you got any thoughts on Joe Hendry? I know you do.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I'm gonna put him at a B. I definitely think his transition, due to his of course, his song, his building of his brand, his transition to WWE has been seamless. You know who he is. He had his moment. I'm not necessarily now. I give him credit for building himself up to that moment, but it's not the same once you sign that contract. Like
Hmm
again and again, I was saying earlier in the group chat, I'm a really more so give that decision. I'm not gonna credit Joe Hendry too much for making WrestleMania because again, it was the last minute and Randy Orton did that. If he Randy Orton their decision was to do that to pop the house. It wasn't to do that to really introduce Joe Hendry or anything. Yeah, it did that, but it was really for a viral moment. Um, I don't think WWE is, as far as his character when he signs on the main roster, particularly. I'm gonna give him credit, but I'm kind of concerned about his future with musical characters, any kind of character that's not wrestling, like directly linked with wrestling.
You think they gonna Taz him? That's what you think, huh?
I have no faith in WWE
Gonna
doing
Taz him?
Mm.
with a character that has nothing to do with wrestling. Like music, they gonna turn him to an Elias.
He gonna be. I was just about to say. I can't. I can see that happening. I can see that happening.
So I just I give him a B though.
I think Ed is on you.
As far as picking,
Yeah. Don't stop looking that way, nigga. Don't take my pick. I know. I know which way you're looking. Don't look that way.
I think I'm thinking about two people for either F or D, and it's like put Rusev in D.
Fuck. I was gonna put
Hey,
the nigga F. I ain't gonna lie, but you got it.
the only reason why he is not in F is because they teased the match with Sheamus, and they're going to do that for him. If they did
Yeah.
not do it, he would have been a F plus. Because this, I don't get the purpose of his return. He returns to feud with the Alpha Academy, and it's not like he's doing much of anything than what he was doing at AEW. He was doing better stuff in
Mm.
AEW. Even though he was doing little in AEW, they still gave him better stuff than this. So he
He
comes
lost
back
a lot of
to
aura,
AEW
Eric.
on
You heard
to
me?
that. You said
Yeah, he
what?
lost a lot of aura. It ain't he don't hit the same no more, bro.
he
He
Yeah,
don't.
lost
but
a lot.
this is why I said, and people call me crazy, but he should have returned and went to NXT and do something over Finley, do stuff in the mid card. Like NXT is
Facts.
where Rusev belongs right now. He don't belong on the main roster.
He should
I'm
have went to TNA. I ain't
I
gonna
don't
hold
want to
you.
he should have went to
clown.
TNA. Yeah, I agree with that.
TNA signing
I don't
people
want to.
too.
I don't want to clown guys for their weight because obviously it's better if you go to the gym and be in shape and be healthy like that. But the weight loss for his character, it don't get over.
Facts.
He need to be that husky. He needs to be that husky guy to get over.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
I agree. I agree. I definitely WWE. I saw this coming. I said this before he even signed. Before when the rumors was like, why are they signing him? They literally they about to redo a mid card rivalry between him and Sheamus that really didn't hit then because Sheamus was again this corporate babyface representing America as an Irish dude against a Bulgarian who's supposed to be this super supporter for Vladimir Putin. Like that, all that is gone. So they're trying to plop that into 2025. Rusev is a cuck, man. Just like similar to Sami Zayn. Like his character is shot, bro. Like his character from even Rusev Day, Aiden English is gone, Lana is gone, his
Hmm.
his weight is gone.
Yeah, you're right, bro. The only way could get over is to come get back and get Rusev Day without a leash. That's the only way. This new shit, I'm already bored.
This shit not even Rusev Day no more. It's just you just a nigga now. I'm like, bro,
Right.
okay.
Wait,
He
can we move? Hey, can I move him down?
Yep.
Yeah, move him down
Yeah,
to F.
he on Sami Zayn level of cuckness, bro. Like I can't. His
I
character is shot,
I
bro.
had to I had to look at the list again. Yeah, he got his own spot down there.
But yeah, that's all I had to say about Rusev, man. He a little slow, right? He's slow, like he a little short. His weight is gone. Like he don't have nothing right now. Like
Okay, perfect example, bro. You cannot make the Incredible Hulk small. Then he's not the Incredible Hulk anymore, bro.
yeah,
Word.
Yep.
He just a green nigga that with muscles, with skinny muscles. At that point.
yeah.
Rage, who you got, Rage?
Give me. I'm a. I'm gonna put. Give me. Uh,
Imagine if Taz got in shape. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want to be optimistic. I'm gonna be optimistic this time because I ain't really seen too much of this dude. But what I have seen, I do think you can do a lot with him. I do think he has a lot of potential on the card. Like he could do a lot. Give me A for Ricky Saints.
I figured.
I don't. Again, I saw the match between him and Ethan Page on Tuesday. I like, bro. I think he could. He not too. He not. He not too. I'm not even gonna call him that because I don't know what he is. So he not too soft per se for it to turn off fans as a baby face. But I do think he could turn it up as a heel. And even let's say if he was injured or he didn't want to wrestle, he could be an online character. He could be an authority figure or a manager. Like I think he got the versatility. Like I think WWE, this is something we also gotta to digress, but we gonna have to talk about this. Like the missed people of the late 2010s, there's a lot of people that had super versatility that could have did a lot on a card, either as a character or a wrestler, like a Sonya Deville, like a Enzo Amore, like a Leo Rush. I'm putting him in that category. This person can do a lot on a card, and not just as a wrestler. So he might be one of the best of the A category.
Yeah, I agree with that. And his confidence is amazing. I think that's the one thing that sets him apart, his confidence. He's just so confident in himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would give him a B, but I think that he's basically the answer to not having Velveteen Dream because the way he be dressing and stuff, he got the metrosexual thing going on. I think that's like a more masculine Velveteen Dream. So they really don't got now. They don't got to bring the nigga back because you could just put Ricky Saints in that shit, and then he don't need the belt either. Him losing the belt don't make a difference to me because now he could just fight niggas and just get over it. He could fight Ashante the Adonis and niggas would
Him
care
over
about
the
that.
facts, yeah.
I'm
So
sure,
now it
I'm
don't matter.
I'm sure Velveteen Dream can find a job somewhere else. There's other companies out there, bro.
He done, bro.
Shit.
He done. Like he done.
Yeah.
He done.
And
Like
then go to
Hey,
Mexico.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, nigga just need to go to Mexico, go overseas somewhere.
No, this is a side note. Now, I watched this video maybe about I don't know an hour ago. I'm gonna put it in the group chat, but it was Buff Bagwell interviewed Too Cold Scorpio. You know they had a beef and shit, so they squashed the beef. They did an interview. It was pretty good. But one thing that I didn't know is because I was young, but I didn't know that Flash Funk was supposed to be a Rick James. Vince McMahon got Rick James' picture and he was like, I want you to get this over. I didn't know that. I didn't make that connection.
the hell? That's hella
I didn't
funny.
know it.
That nigga, this
Yeah.
man was tapped
Flash
in for
Funk.
real.
Ah, wow,
Yeah,
that's
he
crazy.
do that.
That's
Rick
hilarious.
That nigga
James.
got.
That's
I
funny.
didn't know that. It's only like 30 minutes too, so y'all enjoy it.
Okay.
Bet. Um, Ray, you just put Ricky on at A, right?
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right.
What y'all think? Did y'all say? Think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was making sure it was on me. All right, since we got 7 minutes left, I'll do one more, and then we might got to do a part two. So let's see how this one perform, or we could do
We
part
got to
two on
pick some tag
stream.
teams or some fat. Well, yeah, facts. We ain't trying to rush it. Yeah, let's
Right.
do a part two.
Okay. Since I brought up. Damn, but I kind of want fuck it. Since I brought her up, I'll do it. Julia. Shit.
You go last?
Mm,
Oh,
fuck.
yeah,
No, 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 no. For now, I'm gonna go C. I'm gonna go C for now. I was tempted to do B, and part of it not even her fault because she got hurt. So I'll give her that. But I think regardless, once people saw Stephanie Valkyrie, they kind of forgot who Julia was. Even at the Royal Rumble, Stephanie got a louder pop than Julia, and Julia was the women's champion at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Stephanie got not only the sex appeal, but I like her wrestling style better than Julia's in the ring. I'm not gonna lie,
I agree.
And I know Julia could be tough because me and OG seen the clip of what she was like in New Japan. She was basically the Kenny Omega woman of New Japan with the shades and the short hair and the leather jacket. But WWE now she got to wear braids and do all this like they nerfing her in WWE, bro.
I
Mhm.
I agree with that. Even when she came up, like her first the stuff with Rhea and Io, her first match, it was a main event, so that's cool. But she still lost at the end of the day. Like she could have pinned Rhea, she would like Rhea would be fine. She could take a loss every now and then. She don't got to go on a
Mhm.
streak. But it's like even that's why I agree with C because it ain't been because she was injured, so I give her that. It's like she get caught up immediately, get pinned in the main event. Now she did qualify for Money in the Bank. On maybe she'd have some cool spots in there, but we're gonna have to see.
I think she was. I agree that she should put on. I agree that part of her ranking right now is not her fault due to her being injured. But I'm gonna say that she got demoted in a way, bro. Like she went from champion, then of course the person for the reasons that you just mentioned with Stephanie Vicarious, she got replaced with her as the main top new toy or whatever you want to consider on the women's division. Then she got then when they didn't have nothing for the main roster women, they put her, they fed her to Rhea for a couple of weeks. For a couple of weeks, she didn't there probably didn't get pinned for all of those matches, but she lost. Then she drafted to another. Well, now she on Smackdown. She about to be in Money in the Bank that she not finna win.
Mhm.
So like it's just she got demoted. She got demoted. So she's starting off on the wrong foot on the main roster.
I wouldn't even say she got demoted, bro. I think she just got out. I don't think the
Mhm.
company did it. It's just you put them side by side. They just picked Stephanie. I don't think they was like we ain't fucking with you. Like if they didn't bring him in at the same time,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
would have let Miss Thing run her shit over in NXT.
Good point.
But they just like, oh shit, oh god, how Vince get with the muscles. They
Yeah.
like, no, we like this one, no.
Facts. Yeah. Good point.
I don't think it was, I don't think it was I don't think it was the admin that did it though. I just think they just is like, well, fuck, let's just go with this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But versus her being buried, it's just sometimes
Mhm.
put two stars. If you put a star, East Coast star versus West Coast star in the same concert, you see who the big star is.
True.
And she was a big star in Little Pond, and then you put her against somebody with some for real. Then you see them side. Sometimes you don't want to see people side by side, right? You can
True.
enjoy them separately, but when you put them side by side, you start
Man.
picking shit apart. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. True.
Hey y'all, listen, man. That's part one for y'all, man. See the way I'm gonna edit this video. I got everybody's YouTube information on the page, so there's no excuse as to why you can't subscribe to everyone. Everybody's name's gonna be at the bottom of this video, and it's gonna look cold too. So, man, I appreciate the family for coming through. I'm also had a family logo on this page too, so y'all can know we official. But Influential Sports, Expert Level Wrestling, Rage Man Reg, all on YouTube. Please subscribe to everybody. We doing we doing great work out here. And if y'all want part two, we got to at least get 20 likes. We got to at least get 50 likes. We got to at least get 25,
Put a
30
put a peace sign
comments.
in the comment too.
Mm-hmm.
Put a
Put
peace sign in the comment for number two
facts.
if you want a number two.
Yeah.
I'll come out the clouds and count the next time if y'all put five twos.
Man.
I mean, I'll get out. I couldn't get out the rocking chair, but for twos, I'll do it.
Bet.
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all check us out. Peace out. Hold
Peace.
on.